Tekken 5 was a great game. For the most part, it took the good elements found in Tekken 4, like story and design, and mixed them with the superior gameplay found in Tekken Tag Tournament 1. This formula proved successful and pleased the casual gamers as well as the fans. Since then though, there haven't really been any new drastic changes to the game. Cosmetic changes and implementation of some new game mechanics don't really alter the game that much. If I were in charge of the development of the Tekken series, I would deem it time for a major overhaul. Dump 50% of the current cast and focus on the characters of importance. Dealing with a roster of 50 plus characters in such a complex game as Tekken proves to be overwhelming even for the most of the dedicated players. The large roster most likely also intimidates casual gamers who try to get into the game, as well as limit the potential of a story mode. Like in Tekken 3, have a story go through another time leap. 20 years again will do fine. Hire solid writers, Namco, like you did with Tekken 4, and make me feel for the characters and the story once again.
溶けてゆくがいい。あとは貴様を殺せば全て俺のものだ。目覚めろ、風間陣。
I will happily give up CG quality endings to once again witness dialogue-heavy endings, which promote actual emotion, like in Tekken 4. The endings of the later games have been major disappointments. Comparing Kazuya's Tekken 4 ending with his Tekken 6 ending is a stark reminder of the lack of confidence Namco suddenly seems to have when it comes to the story of a game. Tekken 4 also had a very mature style, present in the story, aesthetics, and even in the very subtle and casual sound of a score. They tried some new things with the characters, not only in costume design, but also the dark and realistic nature of the story character arcs. For example, Law battling alcoholism and Paul dealing with depression. It's time for Tekken to take itself seriously again. A lot of Tekken players love to claim that the story of Tekken is lackluster and redundant. I very much disagree. There's a lot of potential, and with the right writer, the game could once again become what it was, a great fighter with an unusually rich story. The Fight Lab tutorial mode of Tekken Tag Tournament 2 was a good idea, noble. So much more could be done though, and as the game is so hard, it shouldn't be too much to ask to have Namco include a substantial tutorial mode with Tekken 7. How can the community grow if 99% of all the people who play Tekken have no idea of the depth of a game? As much as I love and adore the Tekken 5 formula, it's time for the Old Faithful to have his righteous and noble retirement. We will always have Tekken Tag Tournament 2, Tekken DR, and especially Tekken Revolution to go back to and enjoy this epic period of the Tekken series. Let it move forward now. In Tekken 7 the gameplay mechanics should be altered to a large extent. It's time for a new chapter in the Tekken story, and we all know Namco can do it, as talented and creative as they are. With the recession and the current state of the fighting game genre, everyone wants to play safe. But maybe a leap of faith is what is needed to open the eyes of a casual gamer to Tekken once more.